Hi, I'm Anthony.
And I'm Georgie, and we're the Sagamas. Today we're making
deep dish pizza.
First, we're gonna toast though.
Cheers
to Thanksgiving.
to Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving,
Happy
everyone.
Thanksgiving.
Which wine did you choose? Oh, this is
Benzema. From Benzema Vineyards.
Delicious.
Sonoma.
So here we go. We're gonna start off with a cup of warm water, a packet of yeast, and 2 teaspoons of sugar. And we're gonna mix those all together to go ahead and activate that yeast. So let's get that all mixed in. And then once that's mixed up, let's see. Lumpy. Gonna really let it dissolve. And if you've got lumpy yeast, what you should do is while you stir it, you should drink some wine. It takes away the anxiety. I think that's about good. Got a couple more lumps in there. But I don't think it's gonna kill us. And then we are taking 3 1/4 cups of flour, and we're adding in 3/4 cups cornmeal and 2 teaspoons of salt. And we're mixing that together. And we're adding in the yeast mixture. And 2 tablespoons of melted butter. And mixing all of that together. What I really should have done is got the mixer out and let my dough hook take care of this. But since it's Thanksgiving, we'll make an exception and do it ourselves. I'm gonna go ahead and use my hands. Now that it's pretty mixed, take off my rings. My hands were just washed before we started. I'm gonna take one more wine. And just combining everything, making sure that all the flour is in there before we move it to a surface. Okay, I think you can go ahead and pause for a second so that we can... Now the dough is good and mixed. We're gonna sprinkle some flour on the table. Probably should get that a little closer to me. And put our dough out on it. Oh, it's awfully crumbly. Also, we should disclose, we don't know what we're doing. We found this recipe on YouTube from someone else. And we're hoping for the best. We're just two kids in love, doing our best. And sprinkle some flour on there. I wonder what we do if our dough is crumbly.
Just keep on
Kneading it?
kneading it. That's your typical pizza dough.
Really?
Yeah. Because eventually the flour will put everything all together.
Okay. Anthony says the flour. I don't think I've ever seen pizza dough crumble like that.
Did we supposed to let the yeast rest?
I don't think so. It didn't say that.
Because it's kind of like dough.
But I feel like it needs a little more water.
Yeah, if that's what you think, then maybe that's what we should add. You want me to grab you some more water?
Yeah. Maybe we should Google it. Maybe we should pause for a moment to Google to be sure.
Okay.
So we consulted Google, and it says that we should take hot water and add a tablespoon at a time of either water or oil. So we're gonna go ahead and add a tablespoon of water and see if that helps us to get anywhere. Oh yeah, already I have a difference here. And I should say that the video that we followed, which I can find the video itself to give credit to it, because we watched a ton of different ones on how to make deep dish pizza, and we just thought this one was the simplest and the easiest. And it didn't say, that's the one thing they didn't measure in the video, was how much water they used. So we weren't sure, so I assumed 1 cup, and that may have been a flaw of mine. But I can say it's definitely feeling more doughy.
As I add water, so now we added 2 more tablespoons. No, we added 1 more, so in total we added 2 tablespoons to what we had, which was 1 cup. And we're kneading. And we're kneading. I feel like somebody with actual cooking experience would watch this and cringe. So cringe. You want to add the other two? Another tablespoon? No, like add these into it. Yeah, sure. I think I have to add. Okay. An additional tablespoon. Now we've added 3 additional tablespoons of water. This song reminds me of when we were in Hawaii. Oh, yeah. For some reason, all I thought of is, do you remember after we went to the waterfall and we went down to that little town and had like a sandwich? Yeah. Oh, yep. Yeah, for some reason I just thought of that. Oh, hopefully the music is loud enough so I won't be in the video. Oh, so much better already. Alright, and we can add this in with another tablespoon, so we're going on our 4th additional tablespoon. Now it's coming together. Yeah. And so I would imagine if your dough is too wet, you would be adding more flour. recipe. We're going to cut it in half when we're done. His grandmother loves this song. Excellent. Yeah? Nothing really went wrong. We had a really good time with each other. Yeah, we had a great time. What was your favorite part? You decided yet of the wedding? Out of the wedding? Yeah. Oh man, that's real tough. I think it's having a good time with everyone. Yeah. Yeah, I think that was it. Just the fact that we didn't have to change anything after we, once we made our final decision to just have the wedding party and us, it kind of got a little scary towards the end. We thought maybe we might have to cut even more people, and we didn't have to. We were able to just have our day exactly as we planned with just a little less people. What do you think? You think we should do one more? How's it feeling? It's slightly crumbly. So. And yeah, let's do one or probably two more, but keep on going until that one gets needed. I think this might be enough. Yeah, I think so too. How do you think the dough is coming out? I think a little better. I think it's not perfect, but I don't know exactly what to do to make it perfect. I mean, it has to be like 100% perfect. Right. I think we can go ahead and pause and set up for the next part, which is putting it in the bowl.
Waiting a little bit longer. And now that we've got a decent ball formed, I think we can go ahead, and what we're gonna do is take a bowl, put in 1 tablespoon of olive oil,
See there. Oil.
and we can put the ball in there and cover it in oil. And then our next step is to go ahead and let this rest for 1 hour with a towel over it in a warm area. So we can actually probably just put this right here. And now we drink wine while we wait. Okay, while the dough rests, we're gonna go ahead and start our sauce. We're gonna start with 2 tablespoons of butter. We chopped up 1 small onion, so we're gonna put that in there. And we have the heat on, we have an electric oven, so like between 3 and 4. It's 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of red pepper flakes, and 1 teaspoon of oregano. And we're gonna go ahead and saute that in the pan. Probably put the heat up a little more for the saute. It smells really good. We'll let that get a little hotter before we continue.
So what are you thinking about this whole entire ordeal that we started to make a pizza for the Thanksgivings?
I think it's something nice to do because we're quarantining from our honeymoon. We just traveled and we didn't want to risk our families getting sick from us deciding to travel. So we decided to quarantine for 2 weeks after our honeymoon. We're getting tested for the first time tomorrow. And then we're getting tested again. So that's the whole reason we decided to spend Thanksgiving alone this year. And I mean, there's nothing else to do, so why not, you know? And I'm glad we did it. I think it's fun. Originally, we were going to do a pork tenderloin. And then, I don't remember why. I was just like, can we make a pizza? And Anthony said yes. And just to let you guys know what's going on, we're sauteing this and then we'll be adding more ingredients to it in order to make the sauce from scratch that we'll add to the pizza as our pizza sauce. And I think it's going to be delicious. I should disclose ahead of time that normally I would purchase Pastene crushed tomatoes because that's what my mom swears by and loves, but Instacart did not have Pastene crushed tomatoes available, so we had to go with Tutto Rosso, which I think will be just as good, maybe a little less good, but it'll be fine. It will be just fine, and if not, then we'll just drink more wine because wine makes everything better. Here we go. Now we're cooking with fire. It's getting a little hotter. Kick up the heat a little more. Getting off track. And we want to get these good and toasted so that the flavor really gets drawn out of them. What do you think? Are you glad we did pizza or are you wishing we did pork tenderloin?
I think pizza is a great idea, especially like a nice hearty pizza. We're gonna do a side salad.
Yeah. Yeah, that should be nice. We're doing a Caesar salad. We also, just so you know, I cut up the pepperoni. We did about 3/4 of a stick of a margarita pepperoni, which you get at the deli.
Because somebody was eating some of the pepperonis.
I don't know what you're talking about. But so I quartered most of it, and then some of them I did halves. That way we could have some chunky pepperoni. So we're doing a pepperoni and cheese pizza. This is starting to sizzle a bit. So we're getting it almost where we want to be. Poor Anthony's on his tippy toes. This alone looks yummy. I want to dip some bread in this and eat it.
Yikes.
Here we go. Can you hear that sizzle? Oh, on camera it doesn't look that good, but I promise in person it looks pretty good.
Even on camera, it's pretty good.
Yeah? I'll trust you because you're the cameraman. Alright, I think now that this has sauteed a bit and we've allowed the flavors to escape a bit, we can go ahead and add in our other ingredients. So this is 2 cloves of garlic. And for the record, I buy my garlic frozen from Trader Joe's, and it comes in these great little squares, frozen, already minced. And so I just popped out 2 squares because 1 square of garlic is 1 clove, and this called for 2 cloves. So, and I popped it into the microwave for like 10 seconds before I did this so that it would easily mix in.
Emulsify.
Oh, it smells so good. It is emulsified, that's correct. Starting to brown up a bit. Gonna add in 1 teaspoon of sugar. Go ahead and stir that in. Kind of want to make this just as a dip. And now that that's good and cooking, we're going to add in 1 can of crushed tomatoes. Woo! That sounded intense. And we're gonna continuously stir that until it's boiling, essentially. So, I'm gonna put it at 6 and just keep stirring. And while that stirs, wipe this down.
You want me to stop?
No. I'm wondering if we should add in the pepperoni to this so that the pepperoni flavor gets in there.
It'll be inside with I think it'll be inside with and it comes with the sauce.
Yeah, but I'm thinking if we cook it, it'll be a little more flavorful, but I'm gonna trust what you're saying and leave it be. This is gonna be one saucy pizza.
I like it saucy.
It's gonna be delicious.
That's all the ingredients, correct?
Oh, this smells so good. Yeah, this is it for the sauce. And we're stirring until it boils. Which we're not there yet, but it's got some smoke coming out, so that's a good sign. Sign that it's heating up. And we're mixing. And we're stirring. What's the difference between mixing and stirring?
I think stirring is when you stir a car, and when you're mixing is when you're doing the little wiki thing.
Not staring, stirring.
Oh, stir.
We're stirring the sauce.
Stirring the pot is like you're making things a little bit more crazy for people.
Okay, but you can stir in cooking as well. Like you stir a pot. Like right now I'm
So
stirring.
mixing is for when you're baking.
Okay.
You're mixing.
You heard it
the
from the source,
ingredients.
folks. You mix when you bake, you stir when you... I have a feeling mixing is when you have ingredients that you're putting together and blending. And stirring is probably just something that's set, and we're just making sure that everything stays together. I mean, stays apart. I don't know. I really don't know. But I know it's not staring, Anthony.
Sorry, Charlie.
I wish you could smell a video because this smells amazing. Do you smell it?
Yeah, smells really good.
Anthony, I just want to dip Italian bread into this and gobble it up. This is making me want my mom's meatballs. Oh, I can hear that it's going to start bubbling soon. I already made a mess again. That's what happens when you cook a sauce.
Look at that dog. He's like, what do you want from me? I'm only a dog. There he is.
Are you gonna help us make pizza? Yeah? Are you handsome? Hi, Bubba. Are you being helpful?
What's better, the sauce or the dog? Bubba Rooney. Hey, Bubba Rooney. I know.
Always the dog. I think I saw our first bubble. Oh, see?
And we're bubbling around, and we're bubbling around.
All right. Now that we're getting to a boil, I'll let it boil a bit more. There we go. I think we can go ahead and take it off of the heat to let it cool for the pizza. So we can go ahead and pause until the dough has risen, which will be in about
30 minutes or so.
30 or so more minutes. So the dough has been sitting for about an hour. We just checked it. It has definitely risen. Gonna let it rise just a little bit longer while we grease the pans. I think most likely we'll be able to make 2 pizzas with the amount of dough and ingredients that we have, so that's what we're gonna do. We're just using cake pans. I think people typically use cast iron skillets or a Dutch oven, but for all intents and purposes, we're just gonna use cake pans because it's what we have available. We're gonna use some Crisco to grease the pan, and we're gonna use Parmesan cheese as well in order for it to kind of bake into the crust and give it some delicious flavor. That we learned from a different video that we followed, that we had watched, not the one that we followed the recipe for, so we're kind of adding that in as our own thing. And so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Another video that we watched, they really talked about making sure that you truly get the pan well greased. And they said either unsalted butter or like a vegetable shortening. And that's what we had available, was a vegetable shortening. So that's what we decided to use.
One pan greased.
And I'm just using the paper towel to guide me so that I don't get grease all over my hands. I don't like my hands to get dirty.
Yeah, because the other guy was using a glove too.
Yeah. And I just personally don't like my hands to get gross. Alright, that should be good. Very well greased. Go ahead and fold this up. And I'm gonna wipe my hands here. And sprinkle some Parmesan in there.
Just gotta get it well coated.
And kind of whooshed it around. I hate touching that kind of stuff. I think that should be good, right?
Yeah.
flour our surface. Thank you.
Flour, 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 flour. Here comes the dough.
Cutting it in half. Came out quite nice, I have to say.
Yeah, came out good.
It's not crumbly anymore. I think that's a good sign.
Yikes.
Yikes is right. I don't know about you, but I'm pretty hungry.
Yeah.
Might eat my salad while we cook the pizza.
You don't have to be perfect round because
We're gonna press it.
yeah, it's gonna be pressed in.
I wonder if this is big enough.
The only way to test it out is to kind of like put it over it.
I think I'm gonna try to go a little larger before I do that.
Now I gotta be a little thick too.
Yeah, it's pretty thick. I'd
Oh,
say
yeah.
about 1/4 of an inch. We're almost there. Alright, I think we should be about there.
You need some help?
I think I got it, thank you.
There you go. Gently putting it inside.
Oh, we have preheated the oven to 425 degrees and we'll be cooking it for 20 to 25 minutes. In case you were wondering. impressed. What do you think we should do with these edges? Should I cut them off?
You can cut them off, or you can fold them in.
Fold them in?
Yeah, just by a little bit. All depends on up
Like
to you.
that?
Yeah, like a crust pie.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. You know me, I love crust, so. Kind of wish we had more cheese. I would stuff the crust.
Oh, yeah.
This is going to be really yummy. Should we just go ahead and make the second one now as well?
Yeah, let's make the second one now.
Okay.
And make sure that's all nice and tight.
Toy. Alright. That's good.
Should we poke some holes in the bottom?
No, they didn't do that in the video. So I'm gonna assume that we won't do that.
And if your oven is already preheated, no worries. Just take your time. Try to get flour on your rolling pin. You don't want nothing to be sticky.
Oh, my nose is itchy. Do you mind itching my nose?
Where?
Right here. Never mind. Clearly you've never itched a nose before.
And we're rolling the dough. We're rolling the dough. Remember that time we tried to make homemade sushi?
Oh, don't remind me. That was pretty bad.
Well, we had the wrong rice.
We had everything wrong. From like square one. I think the only thing we had right was the rolling mat.
Yeah.
I have to say, I'm really shocked with this dough. I thought for sure it was going to be a disaster because we struggled a little.
Yeah.
But for two people who don't know what the heck they're doing, it's not bad at all.
So far.
Good point. We're not there yet. All right.
Lightly pressing it inside and kind of making a crust.
A pie.
A pie.
It's a pizza pie.
A pizza pie.
It's a pizza pie. All right. And now the next step is to lay down the cheese. Do you mind grabbing that for me?
Yeah.
Nope, the mozzarella cheese.
Oh, yeah. You want to make the... There you go. Grabbing the mozzarella cheese.
is to, oh, was it the pepperoni first and then the cheese?
And it was the cheese.
Cheese first? Okay.
And it was the cheese, the pepperoni, and then the sauce.
So we got 12 slices of sliced mozzarella. So
I
I
put
think
6 and 6.
Yeah.
Wow. So what she's doing is she's kind of layering the cheese inside there. There you go.
You want to grab the pepperoni?
I'm grabbing the pepperoni. Pepperoni.
Right?
Yeah.
And I'll just go ahead and pop that roni in there. Oh, do you mind grabbing the sauce in a ladle?
Getting sauce in a ladle. Dog. The sauce. Oh yeah, you gotta bring you guys with me.
Thank you, sir.
There's the pepperoni.
And we're just ladling our delicious sauce.
And that's good enough. And we just got enough sauce.
Not gonna lie, these are looking pretty incredible.
Look at that.
High five.
High five.
All right, now we're gonna pop them in the oven for 20 to 25 minutes.
I get the oven open for you. Don't mind the oven, it's a little dirty inside.
Our whole kitchen is a little dirty inside. It is what it is. All right. Timer. Set it for 20. Here
Now we're checking.
we go, kids. Woo, sorry, Bubba. Holy moly.
Holy cannoli.
Holy deep dish. Holy deep dish. I think we might have a success on our hands.
I think we got that too, so I'm gonna grab you
Next step is to
the Parmigiana.
the Parmigiana.
Sprinkle the Parmigiana to go crazy. Don't go crazy, but go crazy.
Go crazy or don't go crazy.
I think that's good enough.
Okay. Ooh. How long should we let it cool, you think?
I don't know. That was not explained in the video. So let's try to make up our own assumption.
I was
Maybe
like
like
5 minutes?
Yeah, like 5-10 minutes.
Okay. So,
So I'm gonna let it rest for like 5 to 10 minutes. You double check it, and everything looks
Freaking
good.
delicious.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. From my family to your family, from our family to your family, and we're all good to go.
We're not saying goodbye yet because we have to show them us cutting it and
Oh,
everything.
yeah, okay. I forgot about
A little early there. Don't try to
that.
get
Sorry.
rid of it.
Almost Happy Thanksgiving. Yay.
But we'll be right back when
We'll
it's
be right
time
back.
to slice her up and eat her. All right, we're attempting to transfer because Anthony doesn't think we should cut it inside of the pan. I think we should cut it inside of the pan. Mostly because I'm intimidated by this.
Look at that.
Woo! We did it! We did
Look
it!
how crazy thick
Look,
that
it
is.
came out too.
Everything came out. No worries.
All right, let's chop her up. Should I bring it to the table? I don't know. I'm so nervous.
I think
Let's
you're
chop
gonna.
it here.
Yeah, just chop it there.
What if this is the part where it fails? I'll be so mad.
Wow, it looks so good.
I'm just gonna do 2 slices for now.
Okay.
Mostly because I'm so excited. You wanna grab? I'll grab the things.
Look at that, guys. Homemade deep dish pizza.
Thanksgiving feast.
Oh, wow.
Oh my goodness.
Wow, 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 wow.
Wow, 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 wow. Whew.
Look at that, guys. So good. Look
Oh
at
my
that.
god.
The mozzarella does the trick.
Ooey gooey.
Ooh,
Oh my gosh.
That's hilarious.
Alright, let's go try it.
So let's go sit down.
So excited. Oh, let me grab some napkins.
Alright guys, so that's pretty much the final product. Now, we all know what we must do.
Say grace.
Say grace.
All right. Dear Lord, thank you for our marriage that you blessed us with so recently. Thank you for the ability to celebrate Thanksgiving together. Thank you for the health and prosperity of all of our families and friends. Please continue to keep us safe. Please protect us from the virus. Please help all those who are struggling currently. Please help to keep peace among the world. Please bless the current president. Please bless our future president. And please bless everyone to do your will and to live their life according to what your plan is. Thank you. Amen. You
Time
ready?
for the taste test.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Wait, Wait, let me film you doing it. And then I'll film myself.
Mm.
Good?
Mm-hmm.
Your hair looks crazy. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Really good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Would you do it again?
Yeah, I'll do it again.
Okay. Now I'm going to try it.
Really good. All right, folks.
Thank you.
Thank you all for watching. That was our deep dish pizza. There it is in the flesh.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye now.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Yes, do all that in the dingamajigs. Everything that you need to be doing, do it. See you later.
Bye, guys.